Here at the field where I am every day, all day, every day. I'm just going to tension the belts up a little bit. They're a little bit slack, I think, because they keep slipping every time I get a bit of speed up. So just empty all these tension rollers out because they get full of leek leaves. Can't seem to get rid of. Empty them out, tension the belts. Yeah, they're a bit loose. Tighten them up. Hopefully it stops slipping on the drive rollers, and then we'll get cracking. Just come across something that was my cock up really. I kind of nearly blame it on somebody else. We replaced these belts, these intake belts, not so long ago, and then there's a bit of discussion of which way they've got to go, which way they've got to face, and all that kind of stuff. Put them on first, facing that way. So there's a tiny bit of excess rubber at the top. And I thought to myself, I was like, it doesn't look right that. I'm sure that's wrong because the rubber's got to sit in these guard rollers here. So then after a bit we thought, right, we'll swap them around then. Swapped them around, and then a week later I thought, no, I was wrong, and you were right. Fair play, Ash. I'll take a hit on that one. We might have to swap these round because it is, you see at the top, it is damaging the rubber. It's bringing the rubber away, the rubber away from the actual tracking. So that needs to change. Hell, I'm still going to keep it in. Jesus, any wonder it was like that.
What's happened, man?
Peeling the rubber away. The rubber away. Bringing the rubber away. The rubber away. The rubber away. The rubber away. I told you what's happened, but it's my fault. I'll admit to it. It was my fault, not Ash's. Fair play, Ash, you were right.
Yeah, you do now. You've destroyed the brand new belts. You can get these re-rubbered. I know somebody can re-rubber them.
Yeah. Honestly, that is that roller solely. That one. I bet the other one's maybe like that. That one's
this is one of them moments where you don't want to say it, but I do want to say it. I told you so. You live and you learn, Sam. You live and you learn, lad. That's what it's all about. How expensive are these?
Hey?
How expensive are these?
Cheap.
What was the figure? I can't remember. I can't remember. Right, we'll ring Dan. We'll find out exactly how much you were.
£800
each?
No, the per.
Are you sure?
800 and something quid, I think.
We'll get confirmed. Hello? Hello. Right, Dan. How much were the belts for the harvester, just out of curiosity?
The intake bands?
Yeah.
It's about 1,400 quid.
1,400 quid?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, not cheap then.
Oh, they thought now?
No, I didn't think they were cheap.
What is it?
Most of it.
Well, yeah, well, it's my labour. That's what's cheap. Go on, lad, I'll leave you to it. You sound chocker.
See you at 5 o'clock.
Sound. See you in a bit, lad. So he said 1,400 quid. That sounds more like it to me. 800 sounded cheap.
Hey Ryan, you can moan about it, or do you want to help?
I'll help you, lad, but we can't change him here.
I'm not changing them here. I just want to tension
You need to
them a little
drop
bit.
back.
It was honestly, it was that roller. It was about an inch or two too high.
Too high.
So it was just bloody, it was so much tension.
Can you go a bit lower than that, huh?
Hey?
Can you go a bit lower? I still feel like it's resting on it a bit.
That'd be funny,
Just
though.
check the other one. He's dead.
It's not coming out, turn off.
Maybe about the price.
Oh dear. 20. Cheers, Ryan. So, while it's frozen over, it's fit to do nothing else. So, thought to myself, how can I keep myself occupied in these unforgiving circumstances? Dartboard. Best £50 I've ever spent. What are we on? Triple 20, double 4. Is that it? Oh! 40. 150! 35. As the weather is like it is and we can't harvest, thought it's best to probably bring the harvester back home and do some maintenance work on it while I can. But then when -5 strikes, there's not really much maintenance I can be doing. So what we've started on is stripping the belt off and taking the hydraulic ram that works the conveyor belt on the back. That was just leaking ever so slightly out the seal. So that was basically just causing the inside of the belt to be covered in oil and then slip on this driver roller at the back. While I was harvesting, that was just basically making it slip, and the belt was basically just stopping and going and stopping and going. It was just making it harder work for me to harvest. So I thought, yeah, now's the perfect time to come back and get it fixed. Essentially, the ram was fitted into the middle of the conveyor belt right to the end. It's about an 8-foot ram, obviously retracted, so it's about a 16-foot cylinder that goes right to the end. They'll extend the belt throughout a day of harvesting leeks. This probably goes in and out 1,000 times. It's a busy piece of kit, that's why it's probably gone. I mean, it's lasted us 12 months, so I don't blame it for going. Springs for these tension rollers in the middle. Obviously it's all frozen solid, so I'll probably leave that till this afternoon. Apart from that, everything's kind of all right with it at the minute, so just get a couple of them sorted, a few bits on the tractor, and then when it does thaw out, we'll be back harvesting again. So yeah, at the end of the day yesterday, we just thought it'd be better to just put all the equipment in, especially the sprayers, the high-low, the 25 and the 35 that we've got, basically just to protect the pipes. If there is any water in the pipes and they freeze, when it does freeze, it expands and it cracks the pipes. You know, come back to the season and start using them again, and we've got multiple pipes that have all cracked and broken. It's just another expense, so for the sake of putting them indoors for a few hours overnight just saves that expense, basically. We'll go to the field now, and I'll just show you quickly of the aftermath of the -5 that we had last night, and show you basically what it does to the leeks. Absolutely rock hard. Yeah, this is where we've just been struggling digging the other day. It was too wet because the waterboard, you can see there, all the ditches drain into the 3 pools there, and that got so high after so much rainfall that we had. Basically the drains were underwater and it was pretty much level with the field, so once the drains were full, they were full and they wasn't going anywhere, so the water just sat. And even though it's, believe it or not, a nice dry sandy field, this usually, one of our driest ones, hence why we left it for this time of year, it's just too bad. It's that bad. About 11 acres worth of leeks here. We've got a couple of headlands harvested off last week when it was fit to do so. However, when it wasn't fit there, which is the wetter part of the field, we had to move over here. So we pulled a track through with all the staff, started him with the harvester, got about 10 row out, 12 row, and then started, as you can just see, where it's sort of pushed all the soil to the side. It's quite hard with 22 tonne to argue with it and keep it straight. Realised instead of making a mess of the field, instead of shoving soil over to the leeks and wasting leeks, just thought it's not fit to do so. So we packed it in for a couple of days while the weather's like it is. As far as harvesting the leeks, so that's popped out. So obviously you can see the soil is just rock hard underneath. As for the leeks, peeling's not too bad. So you'd think, yeah, all right, it's not too bad to harvest. However, the actual, if you can hear that, so inside that leek, all the water, because there's quite a high water content inside of a leek, is all frozen. So basically, once that's gone through the wash plant at home and packaged into boxes, and then eventually thawed out, the inside of this leek will go nice, will go soft. So it'll go all mushy by the time it comes to the customer, and it's not wanted then. So you have to let it thaw out in the field while they're in the ground. It gives chance for the leaves layers to tighten back up to themselves, and then you can harvest. A little bit of snow isn't too bad if it's 2 or 3 degrees above. However, -5 is a little bit too much. So we're going to wait till it thaws out properly, so we're not wasting leeks and not damaging our field anymore, which hopefully is next week. It's Thursday today. It's given -6 tonight, -5 the next night, -3 the night after that, and then it comes a bit better the next week, so we'll wait till then. But for now, let's hit some darts.